You're listening to Dr. Grimm. Welcome back. Today's session is a dose of Choosing Beggars. Let's begin. I have this friend who is way too nice, the kind of person that'll go above and beyond to help others. Unfortunately, this friend often attracts the attention of lazy or entitled people trying to take advantage of them. This is where Choosing Beggar makes her appearance. Choosing Beggar is by far the laziest person I've ever met while in university. She would ask others to help her with assignments, which basically meant do my assignment, on the grounds that Choosing Beggar had no idea what she was doing. And yes, there were people who had done assignments for her before. Now, my friend had sent over their report plan to Choosing Beggar because she had no idea what she was doing yet again, and she decided to approach us before class 2 days before the assignment was due. Cue the following conversation. Hi friend, about your report plan that you sent to me, could you maybe take it down? Take it down? Yeah, from the submission page. Why? Because I need to submit the one that you sent to me to get it graded, and I don't want to plagiarize. That's my report plan and not yours. You would be plagiarizing me by uploading mine. But I thought you sent it to me, so it's mine to upload. Since my friend sent over their report to Choosing Beggar, she thought that the report plan was now hers. I don't know how she thought that that was how things work at university, but she's got balls to claim she was going to plagiarize word for word. I'll give her that. I say, that's not how it works. You've got to write your own report plan and submit it. But it's mine now because they sent it to me, so they have to take their copy down. I'll give you till the end of today to take it down, otherwise I'll be going to the professor. Choosing Beggar then heads into class, leaving my friend confused and slightly worried. You see, when there's a case of plagiarism at our university, both parties are called by the dean to explain their side of the story and provide evidence. Unfortunately, there have been cases where both parties have been given a 0 or had to redo the assignment because they couldn't prove who was plagiarizing who, which is ridiculous in my opinion. However, in this case, Choosing Beggar had this conversation right in front of the lecture hall where the professor was, and he heard the entire story. The professor told us to stay behind after the lecture, and my friend had the chance to explain their side of the story and show the professor that they did indeed send a copy of their assignment to Choosing Beggar. The professor told us not to worry about the plagiarism and that he'd handle it. Later that day, Choosing Beggar sends me a screenshot of her submission page demanding I make my friend take down their work. I didn't reply but saved her screenshot just in case. Sadly, she deleted her message before I could screenshot that, too. I later learned that Choosing Beggar had tried this with another classmate in a different class during the same time period. Needless to say, she got kicked out after both cases of plagiarism were brought up against her. To this day, my friend regrets sending their assignment to Choosing Beggar and has learned to never send their work like this to anyone without leaving an electronic trail of documentation that they created the work. I literally can't envision what the world must be like to someone who thinks that having a copy of something equates to authorship of that thing. I suppose it doesn't paint the best picture for Choosing Beggar's parents or the schools in that area if someone can make it all the way into university before being held accountable for that ridiculous behavior. Hopefully, getting kicked out of their classes and losing time and money will help them to finally learn their lesson and put in the work necessary to succeed. For those still listening, I invite you to become one of my first 1,000 subscribers, which will help me create even more quality audio entertainment. Thank you for listening to Dr. Grimm. Have safe travels and be well.